Hey Max, I need to ask you something. Do you still live with Mom and Dad? Oh, hey there, Henry. Why are you asking me that all of a sudden? Yeah, I do still live with them in their house. Oh my god, you really do still live with them? Unbelievable. How much longer are you planning to live there? You're pretty much 30 years old already. We're not children anymore. I can't believe you're still so dependent on Mom and Dad. Are you not embarrassed at all? Dependent on Mom and Dad? I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about. What makes you think that? I think I am very independent already. Why don't you understand what I'm telling you? I also want you to answer my question. I'm asking you how much longer you're planning on living with our parents. You really need to move out and stop causing them trouble. You're unemployed, and you barely even leave the house. Grow up already. I think that there have been lots of misunderstandings. I work remotely from home, so I'm not unemployed at all. I guess I don't leave the house that often, but that's because I'm working most of the time. What the hell do you think you're saying? I know that's a lie for sure. I'm not going to believe you. You're not the kind of person that's able to work from home. What does that even mean? I really don't understand why you're even texting me right now. Hurry up and just get to the point. Why are you even complaining about me still living with Mom and Dad? I thought that you were planning to move back in with us. Yeah, I'm going to be moving back in from next month. I really don't like the fact that I've got to start living with you again. Then you're going to be in the same situation as me. I don't get why you're mocking me for living with Mom and Dad. There's also a good reason why I'm still here. Stop putting me in the same category as you. Our situations are completely different. My new workplace is kind of close to our parents' house, and that's why I'm planning to move in temporarily. I don't plan on living there forever like you. I can't believe that I'm going to have to live with a 30-year-old grandpa like you. You're calling me a grandpa now? We're only 2 years apart. That doesn't really matter right now. I just don't like the fact that you're 30 years old and still unemployed. Are you not embarrassed that you're still so dependent on Mom and Dad? I don't know why you think I'm unemployed. I work a full-time job and earn a decent salary. Why can't you just accept the fact that I work remotely from home? It's a normal thing to do these days. I am not dependent on Mom and Dad at all. I hope that you can be more understanding of my situation. We're going to be living together again after all. I was hoping that we could get along. Why should I try to get along with you? You're pretty much a parasite to this family. All you are is a nuisance. There's literally no reason for me to get along with you. You don't need to worry about any of that. I am not a nuisance at all. If you have no intention of getting along with me, then please just leave me alone at least. We have our own room so we can mind our own business. Actually, you're a nuisance just by living in the same house. You being in the house has a negative effect on everyone else. I'm going to be going out the house every day to work while you're being lazy at home. That's not fair at all. I'm sorry, but I'm starting to lose my patience now. I told you that I'm working from home. I am not being lazy at all. You really should stop caring so much about what I do. Just focus on your own life and career. I don't need someone like you to be giving me advice. Max, are you at home right now? Yeah, I'm home right now. Do you need me for something? You want to go on a road trip today? What's the matter with you all of a sudden? I thought you hated me. You kept on ignoring all my messages till today. There's no reason, really. I just felt like asking you. We're siblings, after all. I thought that we should spend some time together once in a while. I'm really surprised to be receiving a message like this from you. It's really rare for you to ask me to come out with you. So let's go on a short road trip then. Yeah, I guess so. I kind of felt like driving, actually. I'll be done with work in around an hour. I'll be free after that. Did you really just say work? There's no need for you to pretend like that. I know that you're still unemployed. So, you still think that? I'm really not the pathetic kind of person that you think I am. I have a decent job and earn a decent salary. I'm also financially supporting our parents right now. I think they're very happy that I still live with them. What are you talking about? That's all lies. If you were really working a decent job, you wouldn't still be living with Mom and Dad. You don't even leave the house at all. There's actually a reason why I'm living like how I am. I can't really tell you the reason, but I hope that you can understand and respect my situation. Yeah, whatever. You can stop with the fake stories now. Anyway, I'll come and pick you up in an hour then. Make sure that you're ready by that time. Okay, fine. I guess I'll start getting ready. Where are you even planning on going? Do you remember that mountain we used to go hiking at? Yeah, I think so. I thought that mountain trail got closed off, though. I think the main trail has been closed off, but there are some other trails that we can go to. I heard it's a little dangerous, but I think we should give it a go. Isn't that place a little far away, though? It's near where we used to live when we were back in high school. Don't worry. It's not that far away. I don't think it's going to take 2 hours to drive there. Why do you even want to go hiking there all of a sudden? Did you suddenly want to feel like a child again or something? Yeah, something like that. I wanted to go somewhere nostalgic all of a sudden. It might be a little cold, so make sure that you dress up nice and warm. Are we planning to be walking around for a while? This really is so sudden. I'm still kind of surprised. I just thought it would be nice to have some time to ourselves. It's going to be a nice opportunity for us to start getting along well again. I'm still a little confused, but it's starting to seem kind of fun. I sort of wanted some time to be able to talk to you after all. This is going to be a good opportunity for that. I'll be waiting for you to arrive then. I'll get there in a little bit. Wait, what? Why were you able to call me? I have your phone. There's no way you should be able to do this. I have a second phone that I carry around with me. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. Hurry up and pick up the phone. There's no point in you calling me. I don't have any intention of picking up. Are you serious? This better be a prank or something. I can't believe that you have a second phone. You're meant to be poor and unemployed. That doesn't matter right now. We have some more important things to solve. Hurry up and just answer the phone. I'm sorry, but I can't answer your call. I'm driving right now. Then why are you sending me messages like this? Stop contacting me, you piece of trash. Where the hell are you? I can't believe that you ditched me in the middle of this mountain. I'm sorry, but I just got to the bottom of the mountain with my car. I'm just about to get back onto the main road now. You have no place in this house anymore. Go and find a job and place to live by yourself. You really need to start being more independent. I can't believe you're doing this to me. What the hell is wrong with you? I guess this was your intention from the very start. I should have known. Your plan was to abandon me in this mountain all by myself. You're such a psycho. Yeah, maybe that was my plan from the very start. Unfortunately, you're never going to know the answer. What the hell is wrong with you? It was stupid of me to trust you in the first place. I should have known that something was wrong. There's no need for you to come back home anymore. You understand how I feel about you now, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. You're a huge nuisance to our entire family. I totally understand how you feel about me now. I'm going to come home to collect my belongings then. Don't bother going into my room, by the way. I'll move out as soon as I collect everything that's mine. That's fine, right? Actually, I'll dispose of all your belongings for you. There's no need to do that. One of my friends is heading over to collect all of my belongings for me. There are some important documents that I need for work in my room. I can't have you disposing of important documents like that. I can't believe you're still pretending that you have a job. How much longer are you planning to use that lie? I guess I don't really care either way, as long as you move out. Just make sure that you never come back home. You need to realize that you're a nuisance to me and our parents. Hurry up and become a little independent. You're such a useless piece of trash. You don't need to worry about me at all. I'm pretty sure that I'm never going to be seeing you ever again. I actually cared for you because you're my little brother. None of that matters anymore. Goodbye forever, then. I'm sorry, but who is this? Stop messing around like that! It's kind of an emergency. There's no way you've forgotten who I am. I'm your brother. What do you want from me? I thought that we weren't going to see or talk to each other ever again. That doesn't matter anymore. I wasn't serious about that at all. I'm in some serious trouble right now, and I need your help. Would you please just answer the phone? So you're asking for help after you abandoned me in the middle of a mountain? What the hell do you want from me? Who cares about that? You were fine, right? You managed to get out of the mountain alive. That doesn't make it fine at all. It was dark and I had no signal on my phone at times. It could have ended really badly. So what? Do you want me to apologize or something? I'm sorry for what I did to you. I don't need your apology. I know that you don't really mean it. Would you just answer the phone already? I don't have all day, you know. I'm in a lot of trouble thanks to you. It's your fault and you need to take responsibility. What are you talking about? I never did anything to get you into trouble. Is it really true that you were the one making the loan payments for this house? You're asking me that now? I had no idea about it. I thought that you were unemployed all this time. How did you earn the money to pay the loan for this house? It's not cheap at all. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not unemployed? Do you have the memory of a goldfish? You really need to start listening a little more. How dare you say that to me? I'm much smarter than a goldfish. Anyway, none of that matters right now. Mom and Dad are telling me to pay the loan fees and the utility bills for the house. They're saying that I am responsible because I was the one that kicked you out. It doesn't make any sense. It makes total sense. I was paying for everything related to that house right up until you kicked me out. Did you not hear that I had started up my own company? Wait, what? You have your own company? Yeah, I'm the CEO of an online shopping company. I've always told you that I work remotely from home. It's been several years since I started up my company, and it's been really successful so far. I probably earn around 10 times more than what an average person earns. Are you being serious about that? 10 times more? Of course I'm serious. There's no point in me lying about something like this. I can't believe that you're a CEO of a company. Why didn't you tell me about this up till now? I also don't understand why you're still living with our parents. It doesn't make any sense. Surely you can live wherever you want then. If you earn that much money, you should be living in your own house already. I had no other choice because Mom and Dad are in a huge amount of debt. What did you just say? I'm only living with them so that I can help them pay back all the money that they owe. I've been paying for all their living expenses as well. Dad is currently using his entire salary to pay off the debt. That's the reason I was living with them up until recently. Mom and Dad are in debt? How? I thought that Dad had a pretty good salary. There's just no way they could be in debt. You really do live in your own world, don't you? Our parents made a pretty big mistake, and that's why they're in debt right now. I also think that you've made a pretty big mistake, too. There's a pretty big difference in the amount of money that me and you earn. I think that it's going to be financially difficult for you to live in that house right now. I didn't know anything about this at all. It's not fair. Why didn't you warn me about this before I decided to move in? I was waiting for an opportunity to talk to you about it. But you never seemed to answer any of my text messages, so I didn't have the chance. I thought I could talk to you about it when you asked me to go on that short road trip. I did not expect to get abandoned like that at all. You tried to completely erase my existence. I actually had no bad intentions at all. It was all just a misunderstanding. You stole my phone from me and left me alone in the mountain. I'm pretty sure that's got to be a crime. I only brought my second phone with me just in case. I wasn't too sure about what you were thinking. What do you think would have happened if I didn't have my second phone with me? You didn't think about that, did you? It could have been a very serious problem if I didn't have my second phone. I wouldn't have been able to call anyone for help if that happened. You would have been completely fine. That's why I told you to wear some warm clothes. I was actually being really nice to you. You should thank me for my kindness. Your kindness? What you did to me was not kind at all. I don't have any intention of forgiving you for what you did to me. In fact, I don't really see you as my brother anymore. You're a complete stranger to me. Don't be like that. We're siblings. I also have no idea how I'm going to pay for any of this. I thought that I wouldn't have to pay for any of my living expenses if I lived with Mom and Dad. I have no idea what you should do. You need to solve this problem yourself. You're an adult, right? You were the one that got yourself into this situation in the first place. You need to take responsibility for your actions. The amount of money I'm being told to pay every month is absolutely ridiculous. I don't have that kind of money or income right now. I thought I'd finally be able to save some money if I moved in with Mom and Dad. I also have to pay off my credit card as well. I'm in a fairly large amount of debt, too. You're in debt as well? What's wrong with my family? I'm surprised you were looking down on me and making fun of me so much. It doesn't seem like you're doing that well in life at all. I'm sorry for making fun of you. I thought that you were unemployed. I wouldn't have insulted you if I had have known that you started up your own company. I really need your help right now. We're siblings, right? We're family, right? I told you that I no longer see you as part of my family. In fact, I'm going to be cutting ties with you completely. I wouldn't want to be abandoned in the middle of the mountains again. I promise I'll never do something like that to you ever again. I thought you were unemployed and needed someone to force you to become more independent. I was trying to do you a favor. You can make up all the excuses that you want to. I'm still not planning on forgiving you at all. I'm also going to be leaving Mom and Dad in your hands. I think I've given them enough support already. I was paying for all their living expenses and loans for 3 entire years. I think it's your turn now. I told you that I don't have enough money or income to do that. Please, would you just come back home? I'm sorry for everything that I did to you. Let's live together as a family again. I'm begging you. I'm sorry, but I have no intention of forgiving you. I'm going to block you now, because your text messages are starting to annoy me. Wait, what? Are you seriously going to abandon me like this? We're family! Stop saying that! I know that you never saw me as a family member at all. All you did was make fun of me this entire time. Have fun living with Mom and Dad again. I'm sure that the 3 of you are going to have a fantastic time. Henry had assumed that his older brother Max was unemployed and being lazy. He assumed wrong. Max had actually started up his own company and was working from home. Max actually earned around 10 times more money than Henry. Henry didn't know about this and kicked his brother Max out of their parents' house so that he could move back in. After moving back in, Henry realized that Max had been paying all the living expenses and loans for their parents. After finding out about this, Henry begged Max to move back in with them. However, Max had already blocked his number. Henry ended up having to borrow a large amount of money along with his mom and dad. He really should have thought about it more carefully before kicking Max out of the house. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. Hey, Annie. Why hasn't the celebratory feast been prepared yet? What the heck is going on? Sorry, Joseph. I just haven't been able to get home today. Sorry, but I just can't make it to the party today. What? Are you crazy? This is the all-important party for my dear mother's 60th birthday. How could you be absent on such an important day?
I'm sorry, but something terrible has happened. I just got a call from the hospital and I heard that my mom just collapsed and had to be taken to the emergency room.
What? Your mom collapsed?
Yeah. From what the doctor is telling me, her condition isn't life-threatening, but they really want a family member to come see her at the hospital. So I have to go see her. I'm sorry, but I can't afford to leave this be. I'm going to have to ask you to handle the party on your own. Sorry. I just have to get to the hospital.
Hey, wait, hold on. Yes, sure, I get that her falling over is a problem. But you said her condition isn't life-threatening, right? So why do you need to be in such a rush to go to the hospital? You don't need to go, do you?
I'm sorry. What?
Look, even if you tried to make a mad dash for the hospital, it's not like you being there is going to somehow make her get better faster, is it? So I think that your highest priority should be coming to my mother's 60th birthday party as we had originally planned. Your mom will be fine, I'm sure of it. It wouldn't be a problem if you rushed over afterwards, would it?
What are you talking about? Of course there would be a problem with that. Don't you understand how serious the situation is? Just because it isn't life-threatening doesn't mean it should just be ignored. You know how much I care about my mother.
Listen to yourself. Don't you know how important my mother is to me, too? It's her 60th birthday. No matter how you think about it, celebrating with her is a #1 priority here.
What? Do you seriously think that?
This birthday is a huge deal. My brother's family and tons of my relatives are going to be here. If you can't be around to organize as the wife of the eldest son of the family, it's going to cause all sorts of problems. So of course things can't just go as planned without you there. You can't just drop out of it all now.
Look, if you're worried about the meal, it's already taken care of. The food I ordered should be arriving soon, and the rest of you should be able to celebrate just fine. You're the eldest son of the family. You can manage the party just fine, can't you?
Why do I have to be the one to deal with all the annoying work? That's woman's work. Who do you think is the one paying for all of the food we ordered to begin with? I did my part.
Could you pay the guy when he arrives? I can pay you back afterwards.
Don't joke around. I don't have my wallet on me, and there isn't any cash around the house either.
Then just borrow some from one of your relatives or something. We can pay them back later. You can explain the situation to them and tell them you'll pay them back, can't you?
Are you stupid or something? How do you think it would look if I, the eldest son of the family who's holding the party, has to ask other people to pay for him? Are you really just looking for ways to embarrass me or something?
Oh, come on already. I am worried sick about my mother in the frickin' hospital, and all you can do is complain? I don't have time to argue with you about this. This isn't that hard of a thing to deal with. Stop worrying about your damn ego and ask your family for help. They'll understand if you just explain the situation. I have to be going, now. Goodbye.
What the hell is going on, Anne? I can't believe you would dare to not attend my 60th birthday celebration. Are you trying to imply something about me by your absence?
No, not at all, Miss Preston. Please, that wasn't my intention at all.
If that's so, then you should already be on your way here. Not only because it's my 60th birthday, but because all of our relatives will be arriving too, remember? How could you think it would be acceptable for the wife of my oldest son to just not show up at such an event?
I'm sorry, but today I had no other choice but to be absent from the festivities.
Do you really think that sort of apology will get you off scot-free? It is not a good look for you to be here to manage the whole event, you know. Honestly, I can't believe I have to even be the one telling you this. For this to be coming from the person whose party it is, it's almost unthinkable. Do you have any idea how thoughtless you are being right now? This is absolutely insulting.
Look, I'm sorry, Miss Preston. I really am. I know how important this whole celebration is. But I just couldn't participate after getting news that my mother collapsed and was taken to the hospital. I just have to be by her side during this time of crisis.
What did you say? What do you mean, time of crisis?
Huh? I just explained it. Didn't you also hear it from Joseph?
Well, I heard from him that she fell over or something. But you're saying it's a big crisis.
Well, actually, she collapsed. She had to be taken to the hospital. I only just arrived at the hospital just now. I'm sorry, but I can't make it there today. I have to see to my mom. I will come see you some other time to give you the gift I had bought. So, please, just go enjoy your birthday celebration with the rest of the family.
Wait, what? What is going on? I can't believe that your mother would just collapse today of all days. This is supposed to be a day all about celebrating my 60th birthday. For there to be such a crisis happening on what's supposed to be such a joyous day.
Okay, look, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cancel things today. Understand? I'm going to be spending the rest of the day by my mom's side. Goodbye.
Okay, come on already, Annie. When are you going to get back here? It's been over an hour.
Huh?
You've been at the hospital for a while already, right? You certainly must have confirmed how she's doing by now, right? So, now that you've done all you can over there, just get back here already. I mean, it is my mom's 60th birthday after all.
Okay, just hold it right there. There's no way I could just go back in the state I'm in right now. I am not coming back anytime soon.
What? Really? When are you going to stop being so damn selfish about this? It's not like your mother died or anything. Get over it already. There's no reason for you to just be sitting around there like her frickin' chaperone. She has nurses for that. You've worried about your mother enough. Now come on and celebrate my mother's birthday with her.
Why are you taking the situation so lightly? I heard from one of the nurses that my mother had collapsed because she had a heart attack. Sure, her life isn't in danger, but she still hasn't regained consciousness. And even if she does regain consciousness soon, they're telling me she'll likely have to stay in the hospital for multiple days. I'm positively sick with worry. There's no way I could be in the mood to attend a birthday celebration in this state. I just bring down the mood.
I'm not taking anything lightly. You're just going off saying ridiculous things. What's going to happen with my mother's birthday celebration then? It's her 60th. That's a really big deal, remember? This is one of the biggest family gatherings we're going to have in a very long time. Maybe ever. You're crazy if you think you can just not be here for it.
I don't care how crazy you think it is. This is a serious problem for me. Believe me, if this hadn't happened, I would be all for taking part in the celebration. No questions asked. But there's no denying that things have taken a drastic turn for the worse today. It's totally out of the ordinary.
Look, I hope you realize that I'm not the only one you're pissing off by just selfishly choosing to not be here. My mother is seething with rage here. She was ranting on and on about how your mother had to collapse on her special day and just stormed out the door.
She what?
This is all your fault, you know. You just had to decide to go off on your own on the worst possible day to do so. You are my wife. Don't you realize how important your position is? You and your stupid mother have gone and completely ruined my reputation in the family. All of my relatives are criticizing me for screwing up the whole situation, wondering what in the world is going on.
Are you even listening to yourself? My mother just had a heart attack, is still unconscious, and you're angry with me about your reputation? How is that all you're worried about? Does your wife's family just matter to you that little?
Oh, shut up. Stop whining to me. I couldn't care less about what trivial issues you're dealing with right now.
I can't believe you!
My whole family has finally managed to come together for this one special day. And my wife isn't there. The food's arrived and the guest of honor, my mother, isn't even here to enjoy it because you pissed her off so badly. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she's also pissed off that you made her pay for it too. You are just the worst wife imaginable. Do you always throw parties where you make the guests pay for the food?
Are you serious? With your entire family arriving, you decided to ask your mother for help with the payment before anyone else?
Well, yeah. That's part of why she's so pissed off. Again, this is all your fault. You need to get back from the hospital and start looking for her. Once you find her, you need to pay her back for the money she had to spend on that food you had delivered. If you don't, you can be sure we're going to get a divorce.
What? A divorce?
Yeah, a divorce. An idiot wife like you is totally worthless to me if you can't even realize when you screwed up. So I have to teach you a lesson somehow. How else will you learn to stop doing such monumentally stupid things?
So you're saying that this means divorce then? That your way of teaching me a lesson is to divorce me?
Well, duh. That should be obvious. You really are dumb. I mean, it's your fault I've had to deal with all this shame today. So if you don't hurry up, come back from that stupid hospital and fix all this, we're going to get divorced. If you don't want that to happen, you better get searching for my mother. And when you get back, I want you to get on your hands and knees and beg my family for their forgiveness. Explain to them how you're so thoroughly incompetent that you ruined everything about today's festivities for them, and then plead for their forgiveness. And while you're at it, make sure you make it clear how it was solely your fault too. Make sure they know I did nothing wrong.
Have you gone completely insane?
I am completely serious. You get it now? If you're going to cancel my dear mother's 60th birthday party over something trivial, then we're getting divorced. If you don't want that to happen, then get back here and get begging.
Well, my idiotic son, can you include me on the people you're cutting out of your life as well?
Huh? Wait, who are you talking about?
You certainly said a lot of ridiculous things to Anne just now, didn't you? Even though her mother had just collapsed and was hospitalized? In such a concerning time for her, you tell her to either beg for forgiveness or get divorced. Joseph Preston, when in the world did you become such a horribly cruel and idiotic man? I can't stand to even call you my son. As a mother, I think you are absolutely deplorable.
Huh? Wait. Mother, why are you texting from Annie's phone? What's going on? I'm completely lost. Didn't you just leave the house a little while ago?
Yes, I did. And headed straight for the hospital. And I just happened to meet up with Anne only a few seconds ago. And that's when I saw the absolutely abhorrent messages you were sending her. You've been spouting such utter nonsense that its sheer idiocy has given me a splitting headache.
Wait, what? You left to rush to the hospital? What made you suddenly have to go and rush to the hospital? Why?
It's obvious, isn't it? Anne's mother's situation is a much more important thing to worry about right now. Even if she isn't in a life-threatening situation, she still hasn't woken up. I couldn't just stand idly by and not be there for her.
What? I don't understand what you're talking about. Thanks to Annie's mother collapsing, the party today got totally ruined, didn't it? All of that effort and planning just went to waste all because of that. Weren't you just storming out of the house in anger just a while ago? I thought you were as angry about the situation as I was. Why did you feel the need to go to the hospital of all places? I don't understand.
What are you talking about? I wasn't angry at all. In fact, the whole reason I went to the hospital was because it's my birthday today.
Huh?
To suddenly collapse and have to be taken to the emergency room, and then not regain consciousness. Do you have any idea how dire of a situation that is? Yes, today is my birthday. That's right. I felt that if such a happy person full of life were to come be by her side, she would certainly wake up. I've always believed that only good things can happen on your birthday. So if I came to the hospital, I felt she would have to wake up. Since it's my birthday, something good would have to happen at the hospital. Seeing Anne's mother regain consciousness.
I just don't get it. I don't get any of this. Why did you get so worked up and start worrying about Annie's mother all of a sudden? I mean, it's just my wife's mother after all. She's got nothing to do with any of us, does she?
Excuse me! What is so wrong with me being worried about a dear friend of mine?
What?
I'm going to cancel the whole party. We can always have it later. Please have the rest of the family go. I'll talk to all of them about it later. Well, it would be a shame for them to come all this way only to leave empty-handed and never having celebrated anything. Oh, Annie had all of that food delivered, right? Make sure our relatives take as much of it home with them as they want. It would be a shame to have all of that go to waste.
Hold on, you're going too fast here. What are you talking about, a dear friend of yours?
I don't have time to explain things to you, you blithering idiot. Just make sure that our relatives know that the party isn't going to happen and that they're free to take as much of the food as they like with them. And after they're all gone, you get out of the house too. After today, I no longer consider you my son.
Ha!
That's all. Goodbye. I don't want to see you at my home ever again. Understand?
Hey, Annie. What the heck has been going on? I never knew that your mother and mine were good friends. Did you know about this? I asked all of my relatives, and they hadn't known about this at all.
Hey, I had no idea either. But just a little while ago, Miss Piston explained everything to me. It sounds like the two of them are actually pretty good friends.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. Recently, my mom started attending a knitting class, right? She met Miss Piston there, and little by little, they got to know each other better, and eventually became good friends.
No way. There is no way that could have happened. My mom is a stubborn old hag. There's no way she could make friends with somebody so easily. She only does knitting because it's a hobby that someone can enjoy alone anyway. So how on earth could she ever end up getting along with someone else? And out of all the people in the world, she ends up being friends with your mom?
I mean, I was surprised too, sure. But it sounds like they really do get along quite well. My mom seems especially attached to your mom, honestly. She's just been going on and on about all sorts of things they do together. It sounds like they have a lot of fun being around each other. My mom's usually a pretty modest, humble person, but she laughed and said that Miss Piston is a really fun person to be around.
She said that my mother is a fun person.
Well, yeah. My mom thankfully regained consciousness just a little while ago, and they've been talking nonstop since. That's how I got to hear about how their whole relationship is. Frankly, I'm just glad that my mom can still talk.
I never knew my mom could get along well with anyone.
Hey, I had no idea either. It certainly caught me by surprise. The moment my mom opened her eyes, Miss Piston just let out a joyful cry and started sobbing. She seemed more relieved than I was, and I'm the daughter here. She must really care about my mom.
Seriously? My stubborn old mother actually cried in front of people?
It sounds like my mother was stressed out for a number of days already. She was doing her best to knit a new bag for your mom for her birthday, apparently. When she realized she probably wouldn't finish it in time, she started overworking herself trying to get it done, which just made things worse. When Miss Piston heard about it, she was yelling, crying, yet also embarrassed all at the same time. Frankly, the whole scene looked cute, seeing how worried she was. Not that I blame her, though.
This is unbelievable.
Miss Piston actually has a really good side to her, it seems. I really misunderstood the whole situation as well.
I never knew she had that sort of side to her. I'm utterly astonished. Well, it's good to hear that your mom regained consciousness at least. Anyway, it seems like things have finally settled down. So, how about you just come back already? I'll be going home too, so you can pick me up along the way.
Huh?
Oh yeah, make sure you pay my mother back for the money she spent on the food, okay? You should probably give her a little extra for the trouble she went through as well.
I mean, sure. Of course I'm going to pay her back. But I'm certainly not going to come pick you up. I don't plan on seeing you ever again, actually. So how about you just stay there at your old house instead?
What?
Oh, that's right. You also can't stay there, right? Miss Preston just disowned you and wanted you out of her house, right? Sorry, I forgot. I can't imagine what it's like, being thrown out by your wife and your mother at the same time. I guess things aren't really looking good for you at this point, huh?
Wait, hold up a second. What do you mean by all of this? You're not picking me up? You aren't planning to see me again? I'm confused.
Oh, did you forget what you told me? We're getting divorced. I certainly don't want to be your wife any longer.
Huh?
When I heard that my mom collapsed, I was at a complete loss as to what to do. I was utterly terrified. And what did you do when I reached out to you? Did you try to reassure me? Come see me and tell me it would all be all right? No, of course not. You did nothing but fuss about how I wasn't going to that damn birthday party at your mom's house. You acted like some birthday party was more important than my mother being in the hospital. I can't stand to even see you any longer. Please, just get the divorce proceedings started already.
Wait, huh? What sort of stupid things are you saying now? There's no reason for us to get divorced, is there?
Huh? But you said it yourself, didn't you? If the whole party just got canceled today, then we'd be getting divorced.
Wait, but that was just all a joke. Wasn't that obvious? You stupid woman. You shouldn't be taking things like that so seriously. I mean, it was all just something that got on my nerves. That's all. Don't go saying you'll be divorcing me so lightly. That's a serious thing to say.
I see two problems with what you're saying there. First, you're contradicting yourself, considering you started shouting about a divorce pretty quickly earlier today, you hypocrite. And second, I'm not saying any of this lightly. I'm being completely serious.
Huh?
There's a courthouse near this hospital. I'll get some divorce papers from there. Miss Preston is willing to sign as a witness to the whole thing, too.
Wait a second. You're saying that my mother is agreeing to the idea of us getting a divorce too?
I don't see why that's much of a surprise. She did say that she wanted to disown you, after all. I don't think she'd be against getting you out of my life either. Anyway, I'll be giving the partially completed papers to her, and she'll hand them over to you to sign, okay? Make sure you fill out everything properly, okay? Anyway, I'll be going now. Goodbye. Congratulations on finally divorcing my pathetic excuse for a son. I just finished filing the divorce papers at the courthouse. Thank you very much. I also talked with him for a while and got him to agree to send you a considerable sum of money in lieu of going through alimony proceedings. I hope it's enough for you to get your footing and start living on your own without too much trouble. Wow. I don't know what to say other than thank you so much. It's all thanks to your help that this whole divorce went as smoothly as it did. Well, I couldn't just leave you to deal with it alone. He is my son, even if he is an idiot. Sometimes the mother has to take responsibility for her children. There's no need to thank me. It's the least I could do. What you should be focusing on now is enjoying your single life and figuring out what to do next. Not worrying about these things anymore. Just be careful. It can be hard getting used to life after marriage. It will take a lot of work to be independent again. So don't give up. I understand. I'll do my best. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I won't let you down. Hey, don't you go getting too carried away now. I'm just trying to give you the last bit of advice I can as your soon-to-be ex-mother-in-law. Oh, right, that reminds me. I got word from the hospital. Mom's condition looks like it's improving, and she's projected to make a complete recovery. She told me that she can't wait to get back to knitting class after being discharged. Sure, I may have divorced Joseph, but I hope you and Mom continue getting along really well. She's really happy to have you as a friend. Well, of course I feel the same way. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm looking forward to seeing her there again. I'm glad to hear it. Though she does have quite a few boring days left alone at the hospital. I'm sure she would be happy if you came to see her while she's stuck there. Anyway, I've got a lot of luggage to move, so I need to get going. Thank you so much for all of your help. I don't know what I would have done without you. After that was all done with, my mom finally got discharged from the hospital with no serious issues. It sounds like she and Ms. Preston have started going to their knitting class again and are having a wonderful time together. Ms. Preston loved the bag that my mom knitted for her, and she started bringing it to her every day they go to class. As for Joseph, well, he got kicked out of his parents' house for his terrible behavior. He managed to rent out a studio apartment near his office and has been living a lonely life ever since. That said, he's unfortunately not entirely out of my life, as he's been sending creepy texts to me from time to time. He's been asking if I've understood how important he is yet, or other weird stuff like that. Of course, I ignored them, instead choosing to forward those messages to his mother instead. She has no trouble throwing barbs back at him. If I didn't know better, I think she enjoyed sending them too. She always seems to have a new comeback, like how he doesn't have any important qualities himself. She's even threatened to cut him out of her will entirely. Well, as long as he's out of my hair, it's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!
The food was really amazing today. I had no idea you guys were having lunch at a place like that. I was lucky that I just happened to pass by that restaurant. You guys should have invited me in the first place. I don't understand why I wasn't invited. When did you guys decide to have this lunch?
Why does it matter when we plan this? I also can't believe that you made Anna pay for your entire bill again. Are you ever going to pay for your own bill? You should bring your own money if you want to eat lunch with us.
You're over-exaggerating things. I usually pay for my own food. I only ask someone to pay from time to time.
I'm only saying this to you because I know that you never pay for your own food. We were all having such a good time today until you suddenly turned up.
What are you trying to say? You're trying to force me out of this group, aren't you? You guys didn't even invite me in the first place. You're trying to exclude me. That's so mean.
We didn't invite you because we didn't want to have to pay for your food. You always arrive with the intention of asking someone to pay for you. Sometimes you don't even bring your own purse. I think that's a big problem, and it's the main reason why we didn't want you coming.
Why is it such a big problem?
Are you serious? You don't understand?
What's so bad about getting my lunch paid for every so often? Maybe some people want to treat me to food as I'm popular. The entire lunch becomes more fun when I'm around. I think I deserve to have someone pay for me. You like it when I'm around as well, right?
I don't think anyone thinks of you like that. Even if you do make lunch more enjoyable, I still think it's wrong to expect someone to pay for you.
Mina, you really are so selfish, aren't you? None of our other mom friends have ever complained to me about this. You're the only one. You should stop caring about money so much. It's one meal at a lunch. Who cares about who pays for it? You're going to lose something much more valuable if you keep on thinking about just money.
Stop making your words sound like a famous quote. What you're doing is very wrong. Do you not realize it?
I am not doing anything that bad. I don't think anyone cares about having to pay for an extra person. I'm doing you guys all a favor just by turning up.
This is why nobody wants to invite you out to eat lunch.
Wait, what? Is that why I don't get invited to the lunches recently? You guys really need to be more grateful for me. It should be a treat to be able to talk to me. I bet it's just you who doesn't want to invite me. I think everyone else doesn't want to get on your wrong side. You should stop being so selfish like this. It makes you look really bad if you keep on excluding me from this group.
It's not just me. You really should think about paying back all the money you owe to everyone. You wouldn't want this to turn into a larger problem, right?
I didn't borrow money from anyone. I asked them to pay for me, and I have no intention of paying them back. What are you even talking about? There's no way this is going to turn into a larger problem. Stop making empty threats towards me. Everyone's paying for my food because they want to pay for me. It's not like I'm forcing them to do anything.
Are you really sure about that? You really need to take a look at the reality.
I'm really shocked to find out the reason why I don't get invited to lunch anymore. It's because of your selfishness. I think that everyone else would love for me to come. Your personality is so terrible. You should be the one that doesn't get invited.
It's not like I'm the one that organizes and invites everyone. Anyway, we all want you to pay us back for all the food we've paid for you. I paid for your lunch a few weeks ago, right? I want you to pay me back.
A few weeks ago? I have no idea what you're talking about. I've probably forgotten about it already.
Are you serious? I can't believe it.
Make sure you don't exclude me from the next lunch, okay? I'm not going to forgive you if you leave me out again. If you leave me out, I'm going to start spreading some terrible rumors about you.
Spread rumors about me? We're not children anymore. I'm really looking forward to the barbecue this weekend. I cannot wait!
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. The children are really looking forward to it too.
I really hope that evil woman doesn't somehow find out about it.
I hope not. If she finds out, she's going to eat whatever she wants and leave without paying. I haven't told her about the barbecue at all. I don't think anyone else would have invited her.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody would have invited her.
We all hate her so much.
I'm still kind of scared she's going to find out about it somehow. She always ends up turning up at our gatherings somehow.
I really wouldn't mind her coming if she paid like everyone else. I really don't like the fact that she turns up expecting us all to pay for her.
I know, right? I can't believe she always does that. Should we create a membership fee or something? Then we don't have to worry about her making someone else pay for her.
That's a lot of effort, though.
I guess we can think of a solution some other time. Where are we going to have the barbecue this weekend, by the way?
We're planning to have it at that local beach we all went to the other day.
That's where we're having the barbecue? I don't think that we should have it there.
Why is that? Is there something wrong with that beach? I thought we had a picnic there a few months ago.
There's been some bad rumors about that beach recently. I heard that a large group of teenagers use that beach to drink and smoke at these days. There's rumors going around that there's other shady activities going on there too.
I had no idea about that.
I really wouldn't want anything to happen to our children. How about we change the location to the camping grounds nearby? They have everything set up for a barbecue there, so it should be easier for us too.
That's a great idea. Let's do that. I had no idea that the beach was being used by teenagers like that.
I went for a walk by that beach the other day and they started shouting abuse at me for no reason. They seemed really drunk too. I heard from the people that live nearby that it's pretty dangerous to go there.
That's really scary. I hope it gets resolved soon. I'm really glad I heard this from you. The barbecue could have gone really badly if we had it at that beach. We need to let everyone know that we decided to change the location. I wouldn't want anyone to accidentally go to the beach after all.
Yeah, that would be really bad. Imagine turning up and finding a group of drunk teenagers instead of us. I'll let everyone know that we decided to change the location of the barbecue to the camping ground.
Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday then. Hey, Mina! I hope you're doing well. What do you want from me this time? Stop trying to act like you don't know. I thought I told you very clearly. I told you to stop excluding me from these gatherings.
I told you I would invite you if you paid back all the money you owe us. It doesn't seem like you have any intention of paying us back yet. I really think that this is a bigger problem than you think it is.
Stop being so stingy and selfish. You're the only one that cares about money this much. I bet that no one else cares about this at all.
Actually, everyone has the same opinion as me about this.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to believe anything that you say. Either way, I've already finished everything here.
Finished everything?
What are you talking about? The steak was so delicious.
I still don't get what you're talking about. Are you drunk or something?
You're still trying to act like you don't know? There's no point keeping it a secret anymore. I know that you guys tried to have a barbecue without telling me about it. I decided to arrive a little early and eat everything before you all get here. There's barely anything left now. You guys can clean up after me.
What are you talking about? Where are you right now? We did change the location of the barbecue, by the way.
Wait, what? You guys changed the location? Stop lying to me! I know you're just saying that to scare me. I overheard you talking about the barbecue to one of the other moms at kindergarten.
I did invite a few of the moms at kindergarten when I went to pick up my kids.
You told her that it was going to be down at the beach. I can't believe you invited them but not me. There was enough food prepared for about 20 people when I got here. I made sure to eat as much of the expensive stuff as possible. Most of the steaks are gone now.
I still don't understand what's going on. We decided against having the barbecue at the beach. We moved it elsewhere.
You're joking, right? There's no way that's true. When I arrived at the beach, there were preparations being made for the barbecue already. There was one teenage kid that arrived before me, but he left as soon as I started eating everything. Who was that kid anyway?
I'm sorry, but I still have no idea what you're talking about. We literally just started our barbecue. We're having the barbecue very far away from that beach. Also, none of the food we've prepared has been eaten.
Whose food did you even eat? Wait, so you're not joking? What the hell is going on? You definitely said that you guys were having the barbecue by the beach.
It's true that I said that, but we decided to change locations at the last minute.
We heard some pretty bad rumors about the beach.
Apparently, it's pretty dangerous to even go there right now. We didn't want our kids to be in danger, and that's why we decided to move it elsewhere.
Bad rumors? Danger? What are you talking about?
I heard that a large group of teenagers use that beach to drink and smoke at these days. There are rumors that they also do other illegal activities there too. That's why we decided to avoid that place.
A group of teenagers?
The kid you were talking about earlier might be one of the teenagers from that group.
I doubt it. He was the only one there. It didn't look like he had any friends around. He told me that everyone else was going to arrive a little later. I thought that he meant you guys were going to arrive later. He definitely didn't mean us. We've all gathered up and started our barbecue already. I'm not sure if those are the teenagers that we heard rumors about. One thing I am sure about is that it isn't us. I'm not sure who the steak you ate belonged to. All the food you ate earlier belongs to some strangers. It's not our food that you ate. You're joking, right? There's no way something like this can happen. I know that you're all tricking me and playing a prank on me. I already know what's happening. Hurry up and admit that it's a prank. Either way, you guys aren't going to be able to have a barbecue now. I made sure that there wasn't any good food left. You guys can eat the scraps that are left if you're really desperate.
You really are persistent. We're not the kind of people to pull a prank like this.
I want to go back and enjoy our barbecue. I've had enough of talking to you now. Wait, hold on a minute. So this seriously isn't a prank?
I've told you that it isn't a prank so many times already.
So you're telling me that all the food I ate belonged to the group of crazy drunk teenagers?
I'm not sure who the food belonged to, but that seems pretty likely.
The one thing I can say for sure is that it's not our food you ate. I can send you some pictures of our food right now if you don't believe me. This really isn't good then. I'm in a lot of trouble if what you're saying is true. Wait, hold on.
There's a large group of scary-looking teenagers heading my way right now. Is this the crazy group that's been causing trouble at this beach recently? Everything that you've been telling me is true? There's absolutely no reason for me to lie to you. It's all true. This really isn't looking good for me. I'm going to move elsewhere. I don't think there's any point in you running away. One of them already saw your face clearly when you talked to him, right? I would just tell them what really happened and apologize. Running away is going to make things worse for you. Stop trying to scare me like that. I'm not trying to scare you at all. I'm just giving you some advice. I wouldn't want anything to happen to your children. Tell them everything that happened and apologize. I promise that you would feel so much more at ease this way. You wouldn't want to leave matters unsolved with those kinds of people. I am definitely not going to be telling them what happened. There's over 20 of them now. It's way too scary to even approach them. I have no idea what they're going to do to me once they find me. I really think you should just apologize to them. Even if you run away, they're going to track you down till they find you. I really think you should just apologize to them. Where are you guys having your barbecue right now? Wait, what? Are you seriously asking me that? I'm going to start heading over to you guys right away. Would you please let me hide there? I'm sure they won't be able to approach me if I'm mingling with you guys. Please, protect me. I'm sorry, but we're not going to protect you. There's no way I'm telling you where we are. What? Are you going to abandon me like this? Why do we have to put ourselves and our children in danger to protect you? None of us even like you that much. You should have realized this by now. There's a reason why no one invited you to the barbecue in the first place. What are you talking about? I'm one of your mom friends. Friends should help each other out when in trouble. I'm in a huge emergency right now. I expect you all to do your best to help me get out of this situation. I really don't understand why any of us should help you. This is all your own responsibility. You were the one that ate all the food that they had prepared, right? Why the hell are you trying to run away after doing that? What you're trying to do is a crime. You're the one that's in the wrong. I only ate all the food because I thought it was yours. I really didn't expect for this to happen. If I had have known that the food belonged to the crazy group of teenagers, I never would have eaten it. Why do you think it's okay to eat the food if it belonged to us? That's because we're friends. Being friends doesn't automatically give you the right to eat whatever you want without permission. It's very wrong to assume that we're just going to pay for you every single time. Also, none of us sees you as a friend at all. We have to interact with you because all our children go to the same kindergarten. There's really no need for you to say all that to me. Would you please just help me out? I really don't want to have to go back home by myself. I'm kind of scared they might follow me and find out where I live. I'm going to head to you guys. That's the only place I have left to go. If you come here, then we're reporting you to the police. Wait, what? The police? You guys have no reason to report me to the police. Stop making empty threats like that. I haven't committed a crime. Actually, we do have a reason to report you to the police. You haven't paid any of us back yet. We were all thinking about going to the police so that you would pay the money that you owe. If you come to our barbecue right now, we're going to use it as an opportunity to call the police on you. I can't believe you're being so picky about such a small amount of money. Fine. I'll pay you guys back the money I owe. I was only making you guys pay for me because I thought it would make you guys feel good. Stop trying to justify your trashy actions. Okay, fine. I'm really sorry for everything that I did. I promise that I'll never ask any of you to pay for my food ever again. It's already way too late for apologies. You're only apologizing because of the situation you're in. I know that you don't really feel sorry about it. How about you just apologize to the teenagers and pay them back the money for all the food you ate? Otherwise, you're not going to be able to live comfortably anymore. You're always going to have to be watching your back. You wouldn't want to live like that, right? I'm not able to pay them back for the food I ate. I barely have any money. What should I do? I have no idea. Figure it out yourself. Don't bother eating all that food if you can't even afford it. This has nothing to do with me, so please stop texting me about it. I want to enjoy the barbecue today. I don't want to be dealing with your stupid problems. It's your own fault that you're in that kind of mess. Good luck figuring it all out. I think you're in a lot of trouble no matter what. Best of luck to you. May decided that she wouldn't be able to escape from the group of teenagers. She decided to go back and apologize to them for what she had done. The group of teenagers were absolutely furious that all their food they had prepared had been ruined by her. May cried and begged for forgiveness from them all. They ended up asking her to pay for everything that she had eaten. The group of teenagers decided to double the cost of the food out of spite. May couldn't complain about it and decided to pay them all the money they asked her for. May's husband was very disappointed in her after hearing what had happened. I heard that they got divorced recently. I'm not too surprised, as I had been around May long enough to realize how terrible of a person she really is. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.